Hello everyone. Well, my name is Aman Gathania and I'm creating this video to cover major aspects for an international student who is there in New Brunswick, the province of New Brunswick. I'll try to cover many topics in this video, right from cities in New Brunswick to the settlement cost, the food expenses, the availability of jobs, part-time jobs, the cost or the fees of the master's program or a one-year bachelor's program or a one-year diploma program. Life in general of an international student, their schedule, uh, and the PR prospects, the programs that are there in the PNP programs basically in New Brunswick. The main topic of winters here, harsh winters, the weather around here, food. It is actually it is also a very important aspect of any video that you want to create on New Brunswick. The transport availability and how do students convey or maybe how do they really move around, be it getting a second-hand car or the transport system in general, the cabs or the buses. And last but not the least, the rent of an apartment. How much does it cost like two-bedroom unit or a one-bedroom? Let's start this video by the main topic of which is the cost of any university bachelor's or master's program. But before I go into that, I'd like to cover cities here. Well, there are four major cities in New Brunswick: Moncton, St. John, Riverview, and Fredericton. These are the four main cities. There are other cities as well, or towns like DM, Riverview, towns like Sackville, Sussex, uh, Mactouche. So I'm right now living in Moncton, which is the heart and center of this province, now from at least from last 15 years. And in my area, Dieppe, as in town or maybe a city, you can say, is close to Moncton, Riverview, pretty close to Moncton. But there are other cities, as I mentioned, Fredericton, St. John, which is 1.5 hours away from here, from Moncton area. Fredericton and St. John both, 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours. And I'm actually living here in Moncton from last 1 year. I'm also an international student. I came here in the month of April last year, and I'm currently doing my master's program in Crandall University. Moving to the next thing, which is how many universities are here? I mean, the renowned universities. Well, there are three main universities here, which I have observed and seen, the main ones. First is New Brunswick Community College, which is in Moncton. University of Moncton, which is also in Moncton, it has a campus in Moncton and also other cities like Fredericton or maybe even St. John. Then third is Crandall University, in which I'm in actually. I'm in Crandall University doing my master program, as I said. The cost aspect, the fee structure or the tuition fees for any master's program here in New Brunswick should cost around 25 to 30,000 or maybe even 34,000 if you are getting a degree program. The 2 year program, I'm saying, divided into two, 17 first year and 17,000 second year. A 1 year program will cost you 17 to $20,000, somewhere around that. But I have seen students when I do interact with them, I think on an average it comes to be 17 to $20,000 tuition fees. The next one, which I would like to cover in this, is the PR prospects. Well, New Brunswick is on a way level high when it comes to the PR prospects comparing to other provinces. Why? What's the reason? Getting a PR in New Brunswick is pretty easy. There are many streams like Atlantic Immigration Permanent Program. Earlier, it was called Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, but from this year onwards, 2022 onwards, they have made it permanent. So it is Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. Oh, sorry, Permanent Program. The second program, which is very famous actually for any international student to come here, it's NBPNP and also famous among immigration consultants. New Brunswick PNP program, New Brunswick Provincial Nomination Program to get a PR. It can be divided into express entry and further divided into student stream and actually into the experience class as well. As a student, you can actually apply for PR in New Brunswick through NBPNP through student stream basically. Even if you are in, let's say you are in the final semester of your program, you are eligible, and you just need to dig into the the website, search on Google NBPNP, New Brunswick PNP, and you will get the whole list and the basically the document itself, which is uploaded on their website. Pretty easy to understand. As I said, PR prospects very easy through PNP. You just have to come here, do your proper studies, and maybe even in the last semester of your master's program, you might be eligible to get a PR, or maybe you want to apply for the PNP and then get a PR. Fees aspect I've already covered. The tuition fees is $17,000 to $20,000 when it comes to 1 year program, or $34,000 when it comes to 2 year program. Cities I've already covered: Dieppe, Riverview, Fredericton, St. John, Moncton, the city that I'm living in right now. The next part that I would like to cover is the rent, which is which is the hot topic for any international student here. The rent, it's less for sure comparing to other provinces. Uh, I am personally paying for 2 bedroom unit 1,050, in which doesn't include the hydro, basically the electricity part. Um, but for a 1 bedroom unit, a typical 1 bedroom unit average cost or average rent is $850, which I have seen. It starts from 550, but it may even go to 850 or 900. Depends on the location, depends on whether you are getting in a few appliances or few, whether it's a furnished or an unfurnished one. So it's 550 to 800. As I said, 2 bedroom unit, I'm paying 1,050, but the average cost is somewhere around 1,200 or 1,300. From last 1 year, the prices have gone high for sure because of the COVID and all. But still, the average cost here for a 2 bedroom unit is 1,200. You can get a pretty good 2 bedroom unit apartment in a good society here. As I said, I'm living in Moncton, and I'm living very close to the stores here like Walmart, Sobeys, Best Buy, and many other stores on my back as well. Canadian Tire, Dollarama, or Subways. Some stores, food stores like food chain like uh, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Burger King, and very close to banks as well. It's just a 5 minute ride from my place to Scotia Bank, or even to the BMO or RBC. So it's pretty easy. The next thing that I would like to cover in this is the life of an international student. Well, when you come here into this province, you will feel a little bit alone because this city, not just this city, in fact, this whole province is a little bit isolated. But that doesn't mean that you don't have people around here. Isolating in the sense that it is a little off cut, but not that much. New Brunswick share its boundaries with Nova Scotia, so it's pretty easy to go to Nova Scotia, just a 2 hours drive. And life of an international student in general is like any other international student. That you spend half of your day in your studies, basically doing your assignments, doing your course project, final papers. Depends on the university that you are in. You can even get a 3 months break. I got a 3 months break in my program, so I was eligible for full time. And if you're coming in as an international student here for a 2 year program, you should get a 3 months break, and then you can work for full time 40 hours. But during your studies, you have to work just 20 hours and not more than that. So yeah, October, November, December, I worked 40 hours in my store, basically where I'm employed, Best Buy Geek Squad. So I was working 40 hours. It was a good, good hours to earn as well. 40 hours work is always double the amount that you get in your 20 hours paid job. Getting a SIN is pretty easy. You just have to contact Service New Brunswick. Getting a driving license is also not that tough. You have to, call Service New Brunswick to fix an appointment, driving road test appointment, and then go for your road test. Coming to the next topic, which is job prospects. Job prospects here in this province, which I have seen from last 1 year, is a little less, to be very frank. It is less to, if we compare it to Ontario or maybe British Columbia or cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and many other cities like Alberta or maybe province. And then, so the job prospects, finding a good job here can be tough, but that doesn't mean that you won't get it. If you search it well, you can get a good job here in New Brunswick as well. Finding an internship is a little tough, I would say, but not that much. Go to Indeed, go to the career section of any organization here in New Brunswick, and you can apply there. Keep on applying. Go for the interviews. Even if you are working in store, and if you have good connections with your management, you can be they can actually give you the internship of at a good position like a supervisor role or even into the technical side, doesn't matter. So job prospects, I would say a little tough, but that doesn't mean that it's like a lot of challenges here. You just need to search well, build your CV, spend hours on finding a good job, and definitely you can get one. Few companies that I would like to name, which are here in New Brunswick, like TD Bank, RBC, like JD Irving, like there is another company called BMM Test Labs. There are many other companies. So companies have started coming in here. Deloitte is also here. Their corporate office is not here, but one of their offices is here for sure. So companies are here. It's just that you need to dig in a little bit more in comparison to what would you have done in a different province. I personally got a job in just 1 week. First, I got a job in Sobeys as a part time because I just came here. I'm still doing my studies. And then the second job that I get was is in Best Buy into the technical side, which is Geek Squad, and just within 1 week, I'm saying. So if you do your research properly, you can get a good job. I have seen many students getting into Walmart, but I won't rate Walmart as a pretty good job. Good stores here are like Sobeys. It's a very good store. Best Buy, a very well reputed store here in Moncton, even New Brunswick as in whole. Canadian Tire, Costco, these good stores are here. Even a casino is here, so you can actually go and apply a part-time job there as well. Banks also accept the part-time jobs here in basically their branches, TD Bank or even the Scotia Bank. I've seen many students actually getting into Scotia Bank as a part-time worker there, just working for 20 hours. The next prospect that I would like to cover, the next topic is harsh winters. New Brunswick in general is also known for its winters. Winters are here for definitely harsh, very harsh, comparing it to other provinces. Uh, Not less, not more than the Alberta, because Alberta is a little bit up around the map, but New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, they do experience harsh winters. The average temperature here in the peak winters, don't get surprised, it's minus 28 degrees. Right now, we are into the month of January. So I did experience a snowstorm actually, and I was coming back from the store. So coming back from the store to the home, and there was snowstorm. Got into the snowstorm. It was like a different experience altogether of life. As I said, minus 28 degrees is pretty normal here. And with wind, it feels like minus 35. But that doesn't mean that you can exist or survive here. It's all about how good clothes you are wearing. The puff jackets like Columbia, Northwest, you can get these jackets. It's pretty easy to find. Snow boots, uh, the warm clothings like warm socks. You can get in, you can go to Dollarama or even Walmart or even HomeSense. So they are pretty good stores here for doing some little bit of a shopping for any international student because they are always having some less amount. Uh, the harsh winters, yes, I have covered. Minus 28 degrees is pretty normal. Uh, and moving on to the next topic is cabs and transport. Well, don't expect any Ola or any Uber cab here, especially for Indian students who come here. They expect Uber here, but in Atlantic provinces, there is no Uber. At least in New Brunswick, I can say Air Cab is a cab service provider. You can also book a cab online with their app, or you can call them up, and they are pretty fast actually. My experience with Air Cab is pretty good. It's one of the cab service providers here. If you don't want to get a cab and you want to travel with bus, transport system, not good. In New Brunswick, especially in Moncton here, transport system in general for basically the buses, not good. I have interacted with many students, trust me, and all of them, like, they have a same opinion that it's screwed up in the sense that they do get their cabs, basically their buses late. Bus don't get on the station on time. They even have to wait for half an hour or maybe 45 minutes. Rent of an apartment I've already covered. One bedroom unit on an average cost is 550 to 850. Two bedroom unit comes from 1,000 to 1,250. Depends on the city, depends on the location, and the kind of apartment that you're getting. But the average is 1,000, 1,100, or 1,000 to 1,250. You can get a two bedroom unit, and you can share it as well. It's just the matter of getting a leasing agreement. Getting us in, pretty easy. You just have to book an appointment with Service New Brunswick. Getting a driving license, not too tough. You should always get a Medicare. At the first week of coming here in New Brunswick, get your SIN, get your Medicare, get your address proof, be it through a telecom provider by getting a SIM and submitting it to the bank, activating your bank account in Scotia Bank. These 4 or 5 things is a must for any international student, at least for the first week when they are coming in New Brunswick, especially if you are coming in winters. Get things done in the first week so that you can actually go and search for part-time jobs, because jobs here, you cannot get into jobs if you don't have a SIN number. So you have to have a SIN number before, you have to have a bank account activity before, then you go and search for the jobs. I think I've covered all the topics here which I really wanted to cover in this video. I covered the winters, I covered the job prospects, the food. Yes, the last topic that I can see is food. The expenses for any international student here for a month can be from $400 to $500. Uh, and I'm not including the rent part. The rent depends whether you're getting a one bedroom unit or a two bedroom unit or even a shared unit. But what I've seen is that on a typical, on an average expense for an international student is the rent plus the food plus their movement coming from bus or their cabs and all. Rent for one bedroom unit, if you are paying 550, let's say $700, so 700 here straight. Food, I think the food aspects here it's not that challenging. You just have to go to Walmart or Sobeys, these stores here, and it's just by walk. You go by walk to these stores. Per month, I think the average cost comes around to be $200 if you're getting from these stores. But I can give you a good hack, and that hack is that I have seen many internationals doing that, and I also do that. My roommates also do that actually. You do register with a food bank here, and food bank is not just in New Brunswick, but it's spread across the Canada. Especially food bank is for those people who have less income, who could come into the less income group category. Now, we as an international student, we don't have much, funds available with us, which is ready funds. So what I did, and not just me, many other international students do actually, they register themselves with the food bank, saying, sharing few details like your name, your address, like what do you do? Since I'm an international student, I said I'm an international student, my average monthly income, and then they registered me, and then I can go into the food bank. They give me an appointment on a bi-weekly basis, and I can go there and I can actually have my food, basically the raw food like vegetables and groceries in general, for free, and you don't have to pay anything. So you go to food bank, you register yourself as an international student, share your few details, and you can actually collect your grocery from even there, and you don't have to pay any cost. It just the difference is that you are registered into the food bank and your appointment is on a bi-weekly basis. So it's not that you can actually go into there anytime. You have to book an appointment first, and then you actually they give you the appointment for that date, and on that very time you go and you can collect the grocery from the food bank and you don't have to pay any cost. We have been doing this from last 5 months at least, and we are not paying anything for our food, to be very honest. A little bit, yes, if you are planning to cook something on weekends, but not in general, no. So the food bank is a good option for any international student here, or even as a new immigrant. Register with them and get yourself registered, get an appointment on a bi-weekly basis, go and collect your groceries. It's pretty easy. You don't have to pay any cost actually. Yep, I've covered the food aspects as well. And if you don't want to register with food bank, let's say I think the average cost comes out to be $200. And by part-time job, you can earn around $1,000 if you're running 20 hours. And the average I have seen the per hour rate is 13 or even 11 to 13 actually, for any international student who has just come here. For a newcomer here in New Brunswick, the 10 to 13 per hour rate is there. So you can earn $1,000 as a part-time worker per month. From $1,000, you deduct your rent expense, which will be 550 or 600. You're left with $400 per month. And out of those 400, you can actually get your food. If you want to do it with Walmart or Sobeys, the average cost will be $200. So $200 or $300 towards the end of the month are still in your pocket as a saving, in my experience. But if you're registered with food bank, if you're sharing your unit with someone and trying to be more smart with your decisions, you can actually save more than $500 per month. And that, when you save it like consecutively for many months, you can actually save a lot, around $4,000 to $5,000 at least in a year, and that can be a great help in paying your second year fees, or basically at least covering the first semester or the second semester of your second year fees. Yep, I think that's pretty much for this video. I have covered many topics here in for New Brunswick in general: cities, settlement, life of an international student, job prospects, winters here, food, the rent of an apartment, cabs and transport. And if there is any topic that I have missed, please do make a comment. Please do comment on the comment box and I'll be there. Yep, that's very much. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.